Hello, and thank you for joining us for this short presentation brought to you by the Oregon Housing and Community Services Multifamily Energy Program. This module is one of 4 talking about intentional design for energy efficiency. In this module, we'll focus on having the right team for intentional design. Having the right people involved in the meeting. This may differ slightly depending on the size, complexity of your project, and how many energy efficiency measures you're planning on introducing. At the very least, having the developer, the architect, and the HVAC engineer will be critical to your intentional design meetings. You may also want to include the efficiency program representatives, particularly if there are incentives, rebates, tax credits, or other benefits associated with this program by integrating your energy efficiency measures. Beyond that, the energy consultant is the other must-have in your meeting. The energy consultant can help by bringing an early version of the energy model to the meeting and working in real time with the design folks to look at ways to optimize the best packages for energy efficiency to result in the best bang for the buck. Some optional folks are the sales staff who may need to be able to understand and interpret this as they are explaining the benefits to potential renters or buyers in the condition of condominiums. Key trades, not just those that will be responsible for making purchases and ensuring that their scopes of work are met, but also potentially the installers themselves who will be ultimately responsible for installing the measures. And then depending on your particular project design, the property manager, if separate from the developer and owner, may also be a critical person to have at this meeting. We are often asked, what if the champion, as we mentioned in the first module, is not a traditional part of the design team? And we say, let's not get stuck on whether or not your champion has previously been part of the design team meetings. They should be moving forward. Your champion will typically be either a member of the developer staff, the architect, or even more likely, the energy consultant associated with your project. They should be moving forward at all times, taking what has been learned from the past and intentionally working to see how energy efficient measures can be folded into the process. For those of you that become assigned this role, don't just think about the new responsibilities as burdens to you, but figure out how to combine these with the services you are already offering in a bundled format. So whether you're the energy consultant or the architect, you already have a scope of work with the developer and the owner. Make sure that the energy champion role is included in your scope of work. As mentioned earlier, energy modeling can be very influential in these early portions. So the energy consultant is an ideal person to be designed as the champion, and doing real-time optimization with the team can be really critical. Another really important part is ensuring that the champion is very well versed in what the project goals are and can constantly be reminding the others involved in the intentional design process to stay on goal. Finally, the more this person, this energy champion, has connection with field staff and trades, the better they can represent and bring that voice into design meetings. Imagine, what would the HVAC installer say if they were there when design was being thought of? They may have some very specific things that they would think of slightly different than the HVAC engineer themselves. Remember, bundle your services together to provide best value to the developer and owner so that your role as an energy champion is one moving the project forward. To all participants in design meetings and intentional design overall, think of yourselves not just as your traditional role, but remember that you are a technical consultant in your own right. You all bring important pieces of the pie to the table. Each one of you will have institutional knowledge and concepts that can improve the overall process of how the building is designed and then transitioned into a functioning project. Think about when is the best time to use limited financial resources to inject this technical knowledge? The answer is going to be at the design phase and certainly before scopes of work are created. There's an old saying that 80% of all energy efficiency decisions are made before a hammer hits a nail. So let's ensure that before scopes of work have been finalized and signed, the energy efficiency measures have been properly assigned to the correct trades, and the scopes of work have been reviewed to ensure that this consistency will go through the project. Thank you for attending this short module. Again, this is one of 4 in our overarching series on intentional design.